What's going on YouTube? A little random for a video like this, but I thought I would just show you guys some of the beautiful views we get here in Nova Scotia along the water. Isn't that beautiful?
What's going on YouTube? Quinn Giles here, and today I'm making a quick review video on Turtle Wax Wet and Black Tire Shine. Now, before we get right into it, I got a quick little thing I want to explain. It's going to be, I'm trying to make this video as quick and straight to the point as possible, but this is going to kind of important, so just stay tuned for a second. With this video, I have two goals. Number one, to show you guys how to put this stuff on. And number two, I'm actually going to rate this video out of 5 different categories to show you guys if this stuff is legit or not. I want to help you guys out with that. I see a lot of YouTubers, they do like a tire shine review video, and I don't know if they're sponsored or not, but they're just like, oh, it's the best thing ever. And they don't even show you how long it lasts or anything like that. They just show you how to put it on and go crazy about it. It's like they're sponsored, you know what I mean? With this, I'm going to rate it out of 5 categories. Number 1, the tire shine. Number 2, the duration. Because, you know, even though it might be really shiny, the duration, it might not last very long. Number 3 is going to be waterproof. Number 4 is going to be price. And number 5 is going to be how easy it is to install or easy it is to apply onto your tires, because that's kind of important too. Now, all those categories are going to be rated out of 5. So yeah, after this, I'm going to use Meguiar's Tire Shine Gel. I'm going to review that one. And then the next video after that is going to be a cheap dollar store one. So all 3 of these are kind of going to be compared at the very last video there, and you guys can see with the ratings which one is the best. And that's pretty much it. The last thing I'm going to say, the reason why I started with this turtle wax stuff is because Chris Fix made a video. He's a very good YouTuber, and he has a lot of subscribers, and he used an old turtle wax stuff that's discontinued, and he said it lasted for months. So I decided to give this newer stuff a try. Let's see if it's just as good. Alright guys, so let's get started.
So the car we're going to be doing this on is my 2008 Ford Fusion SEL V6. So the first step I'm not going to show you because it's really straightforward and it doesn't involve any of the tire shine, but you're just going to take some car wash and water and really give your tire a good scrub down. I like to use like a wire brush like this because it really agitates the rubber and gets a lot of the dirt out of it, and you'll be surprised how much dirt will actually come out of the tire. And then you're going to use like a sponge or a cloth as well to rub into it as well. That works well. You don't need a wire brush, but I find it works better. And you're really just going to rub that tire down and get as much dirt out of it as you can, and you'll be surprised. This is the tire without tire shine on it. It's the dummy tire, and it's clean as possible. I went over it multiple times. It still could look a bit more blacker, that's why we have the tire shine. But yeah, that is step 1. So now we're going to apply our tire shine now that the tire is all clean. Now, with this stuff, I actually applied it before, and I found that whether you use it doesn't tell you to use a sponge, it just says spray it on. I tried both. I used a sponge to get it on and a cloth, and I also just sprayed it on, and I found the results were the same. This says you only have to spray, so we're just going to use the spray because, again, the results are the same. So here's what you're going to do. You're just going to spray it at the tire about a foot away. It's as easy as that. Now this stuff, I wipe it off my rim, but it doesn't stain your rim, so you really don't have to worry about that. And make sure to give it a good shake too. And that's all there is to it. Now, what I'm going to do, it says you can put on another coat, so I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to put it on again. As you can see, it looks really black and shiny right now. As you can see, the tire got a really nice wet look, but it's also just on. So what we're going to do, we're going to let this stuff dry on here, and then we're going to put another coat on, then we're going to leave it like that. So now our tire shine has dried, and it has a nice black shine to it, but as it says, it recommends that you put another coat on if you really want it to shine. And I really like the wet, shiny look, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, shake up the can nice and good, and just a nice light shine from a little ways away. When you put it on, it kind of looks like you're gonna have to dry it, but once it dries, it kind of loses that like wet kind of blobby look. Because it looks, just the way it sprays, it has like, looks like droplets, and it doesn't look very good. But once it dries, that goes away, so I'm not too worried about that. And that's basically it for the second coat. Now we're going to sit and let this dry, and once it's dry, we're going to see how it looks.
Alrighty, now our turtle wax is dry, and comparing it to the clean tire on the right, obviously the shined tire is the one on the left, it looks way better. The shine is nice and black, and it also has a shiny look to it, and I really, really like it. Now, this is also only after it just dried. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at it a day later after I do an hour of driving to work, and then we're going to look at it a week later to see how it's standing up after a week. Here is the tire with the turtle wax on it a day later. This is also after 300 kilometers are put on it because I do a lot of highway driving back and forth to work. It's also after it was in a lot of sun, and our driveway is a gravel driveway as well, and this is what it looks like. So pretty good. And here's the stock tire here, so you can just get a comparison of the two. As you can see, again, it lost just a smidgen of shine from the first pictures, but it still looks really good, and I'm still really happy with it.
And for the turtle wax for the water test, all I'm going to do, I'm not going to use a pressure wash because that's a little bit unfair. I'm going to kind of try to simulate like rain, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a sprinkle with a hose here. It looks like it's hydrophobic, meaning it kind of beads up the water like wax. That's all I'm going to do for it, because, you know, that kind of simulates rain and stuff. And we'll see how it turns out afterwards. Still looks black right now. And let's see how it is when it dries.
So we are at day 5 here. I put approximately 500 kilometers on the car. And here is the turtle wax. And there is the stock tire with nothing on it. So this is the wheel after 8 days. Now it's endured rain, it's endured a lot of sun. Probably about, I don't know, 90 degrees, almost 90 here in Nova Scotia. And it still has a black shine to it. Not really a shine, shall I say. It has like a matte black look. You're probably saying, oh, I've seen shinier tires, but when you compare it to the front one, I'll have a side-by-side picture right here, right now. So here is the final comparison after 8 days here. The one on the left is the one that had the turtle wax tire shine on it, and the one on the right had nothing put on it. As you can see, the one on the left looks a bit better, but it did lose a lot of its shine. Still looks better than nothing. Instead of giving you guys all my thoughts here, I'm going to go ahead and get right into the ratings. Yes, for the shine, I'm giving it a definite 4 out of 5. I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5 because online I have seen stuff that seems to have shined better than this stuff here. But if you look on the left and look on the right of the comparison, the one on the left looks a lot better. It has a really good shine. I found it looks a little bit better in person as well, but I can't complain about that. And the initial shine, an easy 5 out of 5. I really liked how this turned out initially. Yes, for price, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. It's not like a crazy deal that, you know, you got to go in and buy like 10 of them. But it was for sale for me for $8.49. The regular price here is $9.99, which I do consider to be pretty good, and it lasts a long time. I've put the stuff on many times, and the can still feels quite full, so yeah. Yes, for duration, I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5. Let me explain. So as you can see here, you can see that the one on the left still has a decent matte black look to it, while the one on the right is obviously dirtier. And I have another day 5 comparison coming up here as well, which is actually in direct sunlight. And as you can see, day 5, it lost a lot of its shine compared to the beginning pictures, but it still looks a lot more black than the stock, which kind of has that browny grayish look to it. Now, I don't know if I'm just asking too much though, but I really wanted a product that's going to keep up that nice black shine for multiple days, or shall I say for like a week or even 2 weeks. Well, with this product, we lost a lot of that shine that I really liked by the 5th day. Now, again, a lot of people say that this stuff can actually turn your tire even worse looking before. This product didn't do that. Again, as you can see, the left still looks a lot better than the one on the right after 8 days with a lot of driving. But again, I just really, really like that black shine look, and it does go away. But again, if you like the matte black, then yeah, go right ahead. So yeah, a 2.5 out of 5.
For easiness to apply, I gave this thing a 6 out of 5. Yes, I gave this one a bonus point. Why? Because you do not have to use a cloth or anything. Now, if you're afraid, if you got any blobs, if you sprayed it a little too close to you can use a cloth and dab it away so it doesn't sling up on your fenders. But honestly, this stuff is the easiest stuff to apply. Like, you can bring this stuff with a trunk in a car show and literally apply to all your tires in literally 5 minutes. And you do not need to use the cloth, because I found the results with using a cloth and dabbing it on and rubbing it in was the exact same. So yes, this stuff gets a 6 out of 5. This is the best thing about this product in my opinion. And for the water test, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Now, I found with the rain, it was only a tiny bit of rain when I drove, but that didn't really make any of a difference. But when I sprayed it with the hose here, I really noticed, like, if you spray a tire without this stuff on it, it kind of turns, you know, obviously a nice black kind of look, and then the water just sort of dries off eventually. With this stuff, as you can see, it's hard to see in this video, but it's the only video I got, the water really beads up, kind of like with wax, and as you can see, it just sort of runs down the tire, which is really, really nice. I did find, though, after spraying it directly with the hose, it lost a little bit of its deep black color, but really not that much. But because of that, it's going to get a 4 out of 5.
Alright guys, so I'm going to give my final thoughts on this product before the end of the video. Now, the good stuff is this. It's cheap. The initial shine is really good. And it's very, very, very easy to install. So the thing that I really like about this product, let's just say you go to a car show, you can literally have it in your trunk, get out, spray it on. You don't even need to wipe it down as long as you spray it correctly. It doesn't stain your rims or anything at all. I forgot to mention that in the Easiness to install video. No rim staining at all, doesn't turn them black. So if you went to a car show and said, oh my god, I forgot to shine my tires, or I don't like how bright they are, or how shiny they are right now, I want them more shiny, you could very easily just take it out of your trunk, spray it on to all of your tires in like 5 minutes, wait for it to dry, do it again, and then you're golden. So that's what I really like about this stuff. As for the stuff that I don't like, again, I could be asking too much of the product, but it only lasted, like the shine, only lasted for like 4 days. After that, it was just a matte black look. Still looked a lot better than a tire without any tire shine on it, but I wish the shine lasted longer. In the video that I originally watched that Chris Fix made with the older stuff, it did stain your rims, it was harder to apply, but it lasted for like a really long time. He had the shine, according to him. He didn't actually have any video proof, but he said it lasted for a couple months. And yeah, so would I buy this stuff again? I would actually like to try something else. I'm hoping that the Meguiar's tire shine in the next video works better. I hope the shine with it lasts longer. If I had to pick another one, I would probably go ahead and look for another one that has the shine that lasts longer. But at the same time, this stuff is really, really good to have, again, because you could always just take it out at a car show and apply it right quick if for some reason you just need any shine on your tires. So that's a really, really good thing. So the good stuff, the shine initially is really, really good, and it's really, really easy to apply. And then the bad is that the shine does not last as long as I would like it to. And if and I'm hoping that, you know, the Meguiar's that I just got will last better. But again, I'm not too mad, because if this Meguiar stuff is really good, at least I have this stuff to put on if I ever need to put on something really, really quick, right? But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope it helped you guys out. I try to make it honest and as short as possible, but I felt like I had a lot of info to put in. Again, I'm not sponsored by these guys, and the next video that I'm going to make is going to be reviewing Meguiar's Endurance Tire Shine, the purple gel stuff, and then after that, a cheap dollar store tire shine. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Quinn Giles out of here. Have a fantastic day.